Okay, today we're going to be going over the website USA.com. Okay, USA.com is a great website when we're looking to find out about a state, a county, a city, a zip code, an area. And when I say find out, when we're talking about in the real estate investor sense, we want to find out, what is the area doing? Is it growing? Is it shrinking? Is the real estate improving, increasing, decreasing, devaluing? What's going on? What is the main employment in the area? What's the average age of the population in the area? If I buy an investment property in that area, what can I expect it to do? Okay. These are the things that we'd like to be able to find out. So when you first come in, if you have a certain zip code or a county or a city or an area code even, you can go ahead and look in here. Okay. You can browse by state. You can view things on the map. You can look at local rankings. You can find schools, look at travel area codes. I prefer to go in and to actually click on the map itself. Okay. So one of the things we can go ahead and do, let's click on Florida. Now whenever I look in an area, I want to find out what are the better areas in the county or in the city. And typically I'll do that by median income. I can do it by crime rate as well. All right. So that's something that I like to look at. So when I first come into Florida, to be able to get this done and to look at it and to be able to use this as an effective evaluation tool, here's one of the things that we can do. Under Hot Florida Rankings, I go down to where it says richest, poorest cities by income in Florida. I'm going to click on richest. You can click on poorest as well. Okay, and so this is ranking the cities within Florida itself. This is great, but not what I needed. I need to go even more refined. Okay, so here's what I want to do with it. Under pick your location, under refine your ranking on the right hand side, under within a location, I'm going to change that from state to county. Now, it already chose the state for me. Now, here's something that I've learned. Every once in a while, this website gets a little glitchy, okay? And that's all right, okay? So what we'll do is we'll go rank here by zip, and more than likely when we click submit, it's going to show an error, and I'm glad it does because I want to show people how to get around it. Oh, 404 error. Okay. Well, that's because we chose county, but it didn't let us choose which county. All right. So under entire U.S., we're going to go county. We're going to choose the state. Pardon me. Within the state, we're going to choose a county. All right. So we're actually going to choose Brevard. Now we go rank by zip. We're going to click submit. Here we go. Based on the median household income, here's the zip code with the population within the zip code. Now, just because we have this, there are people that say, oh, well, you only want to look at properties in the richest area. No, that's not the only place I'm going to look. Would I like to be able to get properties at default tax sales or at foreclosure sales in those neighborhoods? You bet. They may carry more value with them. They may also carry more competition. Okay. Now, if we're looking at the lower end of the median household income, okay, at the range down number 25 through 27 there, that doesn't necessarily mean they're bad areas, but we may run into more rental properties down there, which if you're an investor that's looking to acquire rentals, great, you could look in there, probably more rental properties in those zip codes. Okay. So one thing that I said we want to do before is we want to find out what's going on in an area. What's going on with the population, with the median household price, with the housing prices. Okay. So let's click on one of these. We'll go right here about 40,000, about middle of the pack here. Okay. Doesn't have very many people in it. Now, this is very interesting. Since 2000, okay, it has shrunk by almost 50%. Okay. So if we look at it, okay, So the population is definitely leaving this area. Okay. So as we look at it, we say, wow, okay. So if we buy in here, what's going to happen? Okay. So the median household price, it's only gone up 10% since 2000. For Florida, that's really not good. Okay. All right. And then the median house price, it's stuck at about 22,000. Okay. So then if we look here, we scroll down, that's where the area is. And as you can see, it's kind of a confined area. Okay. So that would be why this is what's happening. Okay. So when we look at it, we say, oh, well, is that the best place to buy? Probably not. Let's go look at another zip code. Okay, so let's look at one that's just over 50. Actually, we're going to go one that has at least over 10,000 in population. Okay, so let's go with this one at 53. Yeah. All right, so population growth, 1.23% since 2000. Median household income, well, it's gone up 14%. Median household price, that's increased 75%. Okay, this is good. Again, right there, 8 miles worth. Okay, so again, limited area, but still doing a lot better than the other one. Okay, so we keep looking. We say, okay, well, which one is the biggest one here? So let's see. We've got one at 26 there. You've got a 34. Looks like 34 is going to be our winner right there. Okay. So it's had 22% population growth since 2000. It's increased by a fifth. Okay. Median household income has also gone up by almost a fifth, so 18.5%. The median household price has gone up by 50%. That's good. That's a good climb, but it's not so steep that it's going to go into artificial inflation. There you go. So you have Palm Bay on the right, you have Melbourne, you have Port Melbar, okay? So that's where that one is. Okay, well, great. As we're looking at lists of properties and we are able to get zip codes on these lists of properties, we now know we can rank them and say, oh, okay, we're going to filter them out by zip codes. Here we go. This one's this one's this. This is a zip code to avoid because people are leaving it. So if we're buying properties there, if everyone's leaving, who's going to buy it? This is something we want to make sure we understand, guys. Okay? All right, so now, one thing else I want to actually help you understand here, okay? So let's click on the state, Florida. And you'll notice not only does it have the crime rate and the income and the cheapest, okay, but the fastest and slowest growing. But look over here to the left. Population and races, income and careers, housing, school district, public schools, public library, crime and crime rate, weather, natural disasters and extremes. Let's look at weather. Again, this is going in for the state. Okay? So how much it costs to heat? Well, of course, we know this is in Florida. It doesn't cost very much to heat in Florida. The thing to worry about is the cooling. Okay? All right, so you have your average temperatures here. Okay? And you can see here, Florida mean time, Florida mean minimum, Florida mean maximum, and U.S. mean temperature. So the averages, okay? Precipitation. Well, of course, Florida gets a lot of water. We know this, okay? Total monthly snowfall. Again, not surprising that, yeah, Florida doesn't get much snowfall. Humidity, that's another matter. Now, wind speed. This, again, could be a different thing here, okay? So, again, just something else that can happen within this one. So, let's look at natural disasters and extremes. Okay? Earthquakes, volcanoes, tornadoes, other weather extremes. Again, don't expect a whole lot of avalanches or dust storms, okay? Or blizzards. Okay? There have been, hailstorms. Don't expect many ice storms, okay? All right. So here's your historical tornadoes. Tells you where it starts and where it ends, how long it was and how wide it was, and the injuries, okay? As you can see, there's a history there. Some people are very worried about buying properties in the Tornado Alley, to see what they can do. Okay. So there we go. So let's go back up here. Okay. And so really you can go back through and it's quite nice the way you're able to go ahead and see things. So let's go with school districts here. And this is giving you your different ones, okay? So if we go to Citrus. So Citrus County School District. Tells you what it's ranked, okay? Tells you the cities that are in it and the zip codes that it covers. So right there. Great. Total number of students, teachers, other staff, and the different schools and how they're ranked. You have your testing, continued testing scores, school district fiscal information. There we go. So again, a wealth of knowledge. Some people would say it's too much information, so you don't know what to do with it. Use the information wisely. Please don't fall into the habit and suffer from paralysis by analysis, where you're going in and you're just diving into information, but you're not making any decisions. Okay. So like I said, USA.com, you can go here and you can filter through zip codes as well as other parameters. Okay. Use it as you will. Again, I wish you the best on your investing. Until next time.